Hey everybody, Mike Aguilar, President of the Fiscal Challenge. I wanted to provide you a few tips on conducting research for the competition. Now, if you take a look over here, we have the judging rubric that you're going to abide by and by which you would be judged as you proceed from round 1 to round 2 in the competition. 4 pieces: understanding the current fiscal environment, depth and breadth of analysis, creativity, presentation and teamwork, research. Right here, steps 1 and 2, understanding the current fiscal environment, depth and breadth of analysis. So how do you conduct good research in the confines of the Fiscal Challenge competition? I wanted to give you just a few key tips. First one, Congressional Budget Office, CBO. The website is cbo.gov, fantastic organization. You can go there and there's a point on their website called data. They have 2 types. They have historical, they also have projections. The historical data has basically everything that you would need. On the tax side, they have it broken out by excise, income, and the like. On the spending side, they have it by discretionary, mandatory, and all the subcategories there too, going back many years. That can frame your historical analysis. They also have projections over multiple horizons, rolling 10-year forecasts, as well as longer-term budget projections. All right, so it's not the only source, but it is one of the preeminent sources that I highly, highly recommend. cbo.gov. Next up, think about the ordering, okay? I want you to look at the data before you get to the analysis. Not just your analysis, but as you're conducting your literature review, tapping into the breadth of resources available from various think tanks, Brookings, AEI, PGPF, and the like. Now, you might be tempted to start with the analysis and then work backwards to find data to support those opinions. Scientifically, that process is backwards, okay? Start with the data, start with the facts, in my opinion, and then move to the analysis. We always know that analyses are colored and biased by whatever opinion, which side of the aisle, etc. This is a pedagogical exercise, all right? So I want you to start with the data and then move to the analysis so that you can form your own opinions based upon the truth. Next tip. Budget baseline. If you're not familiar with the term, it's common parlance among the policy wonks in D.C. It's used by the Congressional Budget Office, and they make their own baseline forecasts. These are the projections as to where debt and deficit, revenues and spending are going to go over the next 10 or 30 years, whatever the baseline horizon is. Now, often, some of the students in the competition believe that our current setting of taxes and spending and debt and deficit are going to stay as they are today. Laws change, demographics change, etc. These things impact the way in which the debt and deficit are going to provide and are going to proceed, and that's what informs the baseline. We're going to start from there and then make changes upon that baseline. Next up is the GDP baseline. If you think about our fraction of interest in the competition, it's debt to GDP, which is revenues minus expenditures divided by GDP. Very often students focus on the numerator, the top, and forget about the denominator, the bottom. The Congressional Budget Office provides a baseline forecast for GDP based upon the policies that are currently in place. If you're going to be changing those policies, then we need to update these baselines, both GDP as well as the budget. Last but not least, a tip, a warning. Some of the teams that don't proceed to the finals in the past have failed to do so because of lack of research. They have unsupported, unsubstantiated opinions. They do not win. Now, I'm not judging your opinion. I'm judging whether or not you can defend and support your opinion. You can have a very laudable goal, one I happen to agree with, the policies geared towards climate. Doesn't matter if it's laudable or whether or not I like it or whether or not the judges like it. We have to support it. This is a pedagogical exercise. Why would those policies geared towards climate impact the numerator or the denominator of our goal? Okay, so the unsupported, unsubstantiated, unresearched opinions don't win here. Research is at the core of this pedagogical exercise. Hope that helps. Good luck in the Fiscal Challenge.